1570 AM and W298BX 107.5 FM, Winterville, North Carolina. WNOS 1450 AM and W272EK 102.3 FM, licensed to New Bern, North Carolina.
Good morning, radio audience. How are you today? The first thing, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. This is New Year Eve. We just came out of Christmas and you still stuffed like the Thanksgiving turkey. But Happy New Year. And tomorrow is New Year Day. This is Awesome Radio Network. And I just happen to be Mary Perkins-Williams. I'm live. Thank God for being alive. And I have a guest today. This is Awesome Radio. We're at WECU and 1570 on the AM dial. We are 107.5 on the FM dial. We are being shown in Winterville, Greenville, New Bern, Rocky Mount, and anything else that this engineer and the owners can put for us. I'm looking forward to her to grow all the way to the East Coast. And I keep talking it. That's what I do. I have a guest today. And as you know, and this is alive, and we will have call-ins today. Whenever you hear him talk about something, and I just learned that I have to forgive him because he is not a resident of Pitt County. He is a resident of a nearby neighbor called Wilson in Wilson County. So I'm going to forgive him because you know I like talking to kinfolks. And kinfolks are right over here. And you know I like enjoying myself when I'm on the radio. And I'm just happy to be alive today. And my guest is Mr. Tobie Bellamy. He is, I'm going to let him tell you about it because y'all know I got the name right. So, hey, give me a plus on that one. Because I can screw up a name, Mr. Bellamy. I'll tell you right quick. Sometimes I don't wonder if my children say, Mama, you act like you can't call my name right.
I get it. Believe me.
You do it too?
Yeah, all the time.
I know it. Well, give us an introduction of you.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Tobie Bellamy. I'm the Pitt County Veterans Treatment Court Coordinator. And yes, I was born and raised in Wilson, North Carolina. And then I went to DeVry University out of Georgia. When I graduated there, I joined the Navy.
DeVry?
DeVry, yes, ma'am. And I joined the Navy 1985, I believe it was. And
oh, my goodness, y'all, we got somebody just like I am. Can't think of everything.
No, can't think of it.
That's great.
It's been a while. But I joined the Navy, spent 31 years, retired in 2018 from the Navy, and, you know, I came back to Wilson after that, and that's where I've been residing ever since.
And that's where your family is? So
Yes, ma'am.
Born and raised in Wilson?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we're going to forgive you. You need to stay near your kinfolks because you done got 31 years in the Navy. So that means you know how to drink water and don't drown.
Well, I know how to not drown. Let's just put it that way.
So you're not going to drink that water, huh?
No.
Okay. So do you have a specialty in the Navy?
I was an electrician, interior communications electrician at first, and then I grew in the Navy to become a command master chief, which just pretty much managed about, at my peak about 1,200 sailors. So, and then after that I retired.
You supervised 1,200 sailors?
I supervised what's called a Desron, and the Desron had like 7 ships, and each ship had a master chief on it. So those components are what I supervise.
Gosh, oh my goodness. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
1,700.
Well, they had a lot of steps before they got to me, but yes.
Well, we have a master chief, whatever that is, and you call it the Navy.
Yes, ma'am.
And I call it the military.
Yes.
Because that means you got them all when you say military. Or do you say armed forces?
No, military, armed forces.
I want to know. I want to know the proper name because I get
well,
corrected about some of you guys.
As soon as you say military, it encompasses all branches of the service.
All right, good. Thank you. So, you're talking about yourself. You are a native of Wilson,
Yes.
and you came out of the military. You have family,
I have a wife and 3 daughters.
wife, and 3 daughters.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you are 31 years, so that means you are a senior right now.
No, not quite.
What? You must have went in when you were a teenager.
No, I went in when I was 24.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would you recommend the Navy
I
or the Air Force?
would recommend the military. I
Oh.
would recommend that, if you're able to join for at least a 4-year stint, and then if things in that 4-year go according to whatever you have planned, stick with it. If not, then get out. There are still benefits that you will carry once you do your 4-year stint and come out into the civilian world.
Well, I want you all to know, not only are we on the Awesome Radio Network, I'm working hard to get the Facebook, the social media stuff in my head. So I got to remember to look at me on the laptop. So I haven't learned to do that all the time because every now and then I'm glancing at you. Mr. Bellamy is to my left side over here. So I'm trying to get used to it. We want Awesome Radio to grow into all the things it's capable of doing and being that. You have a wife of, you won't say how many years, or you want to skip over to the children?
A wife of 31. Yes.
Y'all got married before you went in the military.
Well, don't quote me on that, because if she's listening, she's probably going to say it was like 35 or something. So I'll be off. But yes, it's been a minute.
Well, I'm sure she'll forgive you, because
No, she
who
won't.
can remember numbers? You got telephone numbers, cell numbers, the number how to get in your security lock, and number how to do. I mean, we are full of numbers nowadays.
Absolutely.
And you have 2 daughters.
3 daughters.
3 daughters.
Yes.
And they are.
One is in Pembroke right now. She's getting ready to graduate.
She's going in the military?
Oh, no. She's going to be a graphics art designer.
Ooh.
My middle daughter is a teacher at Rocky Mount Middle School.
Okay.
And my youngest daughter, she works at Books A Million in, no, that's Barnes & Noble. She works at Barnes & Noble in Raleigh.
In Raleigh?
In Raleigh.
Oh, man, they love going to Raleigh and live. That's where she living, isn't it?
No. She lives in Wilson.
She
but
does?
She commutes down to
Well, that's
to
a
Raleigh.
short commute.
Yes, ma'am.
That's a short commute. So maybe you'll have some grandchildren. They'll commute from Greenville. See,
we'll
I'm
see.
always looking for the taxpayer because I don't like taxes going up. So that's
no,
me
me
right
neither.
there.
Me neither.
Okay. And anything else you like to share about your family?
No, that's it. Pretty simple life. I try to keep it that way.
You went straight through in the Navy from day 1 to 31 years?
Right, yes. Once I joined, it was in '88 actually when I joined. I went straight 31 years and got out in 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I haven't had a military person on this show, and I'm so happy that you came to share with our listening audience today. And the more I learn, I guess the dumber I'll get on that, because there are 5 or 6 branches if you include National Guard, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And what's the one that is National Guard? There's one that you go out on the water.
Well, Coast Guard.
Coast Guard. That's the
Yeah.
one I was trying to think.
Yeah.
Oh, you reading my mind. You go, man. You get along fine with your wife. So there are 6, 7. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You do recommend military.
I do.
What would you say about someone? Now I'm going to interview you
Okay,
because and you notice I don't have anything written down.
I noticed.
So
that.
you got to deal with my head and my heart.
I understand.
So what would you recommend for someone who is about to get out of high school and don't know what they're going to do?
In my many years in the Navy, I was a recruiter at one point. And so when I went to talk to high school graduates, if they had a plan to go to college, that I wouldn't really talk to them, because I think that higher education you can get while you're there is important. But if you wanted structure, you wanted an income that was that you didn't have to worry about the hours you work, which you get paid for 24 hours a day. Really didn't matter. Those sort of things, money for college if they had to pay for it and didn't have a scholarship, those type of benefits we offered, and it looked appealing to some, and that's the people that I recruited. So I would say for a high school senior that's going out and really doesn't know what they want to do, if you want to just have a steady income and you're ready for a challenge, because it will be challenging, it's not going to be easy no matter what branch you decide you want to go to look into it, talk to a recruiter, see what they have. The programs may seem the same, but the work and the ideas of what you do in each branch is totally different. You have to know if you're really physical, if you like exercising, you like staying on top of, running and things of that, then the Marine Corps and the Army is for you. If you're looking for, each branch have the same thing. So I'm not saying that you can't do that in the Navy and the Air Force. It's just not as much. But the Air Force and the Navy, in my opinion, concentrates more on the tactical side, like your electronics, your intelligent surveillance and stuff like that. They're more pronounced in those branches. But we do have, SEAL teams, the Special Forces, in each branch. So
in each branch.
In each branch. So if you're looking for a physical challenge, you can get it no matter what branch you go to. But to get into those organizations, you have to be on top of your game.
And I'll tell you what I think about anyone who decide to join the military. It teaches discipline. It teaches you how to be respectful. It teaches you those things that you can be focused on, that you have to be focused on what you do. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
That's what I say, because even though my household, I was married, and my children, I did the rearing of them. That is the one thing I talked about, integrity, and that good book. Do you get the good book in the military? What's the good book?
Yes, if you're talking about the Bible.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
We just had a vote on the In God We Trust, the motto.
Yes.
And it was a question as to whether or not we should put it in the courthouse behind the judge or not to, because we're supposed to separate state and church, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you couldn't go to church when you were in the military.
Oh, yes, you could.
I just thought I'd say
all denominations. As a matter of fact, we have ministries for all denominations that you can attend.
And that's some of the things I thought about. I had a cousin who had these bars all up and down it, like from the elbow all the way down to his fingertip, looked like to me, and he was in the Navy, and I thought he was crazy, but he worked out pretty good because he stayed out.
He had a lot of service stripes. That's what you were.
Now I came today to ask you to talk about the program that you're going to be coordinating.
Yes, ma'am.
In Pitt County. And what's that name of that program?
It's a Veterans Treatment Court.
Veterans Treatment Court.
Yes, ma'am.
Now that sounds like a very broad spectrum of what you're going to do for veterans, but it's going to be a court. Court of law? Court of what? A court of character.
That's true. That is what we're going to attempt to do here, which I'm pretty sure we're going to be successful at it, is identify the veterans who have problems with the law. Hopefully before we identify them before their court date, because they'll have a court date. we see the court date, and they come in and they talk to me about the issues in which they're having. One of the main parts of the program is that the veteran must have to enter our program must have a substance abuse, mental health, or behavioral health problem in order for us to categorize them as a participant in our program.
I'm not going to cut you off too much because you're not used to people cutting you off. You're a master. A master what?
Chief.
Master chief. He's a chief
I've
matter
used to it
engineer.
already.
He's a chief master, a master of the chiefs. Well, here's what I want to ask you in all of that. Now, I know I'm not exactly straightforward. I like to enjoy life. But when it comes down to the military people, I'm very careful. Because you know what I say? They are special people. People who go into the military and come out. They go in one way and they definitely come out another.
Absolutely.
And they are special. Now, what's special to me is not going to be special to you, because I think half of them, 3/4 of them, how about 80% of them come out crazy as a bed bug, in the bed with a fat body and don't know which piece to bite first. So that's me and my Lord.
That's okay.
That's you, me and my thought about. They come out very different. And no matter what you do, I know that when you go into something, you're supposed to be coming out better than you are.
Yes.
That's your whole purpose for doing it. You don't go into something and come out bad. So when it just doesn't work, that's a good smile on the social media. When it just doesn't work just right, and you come out and you acting like a hog and laying around in the mud puddle all day and do nothing but grunt, something's wrong, right?
That's right.
Something is wrong. And is it that they've had you said, a run-in? How can you prevent them? What's the best advice, since you are a ranking person? That sounds like a lot of rank for Navy. So since you are a ranking person, what is your best advice to say to the young man as to what they should get while they're there, so when they come out, I won't be calling them crazy as a bed bug?
Well, I believe that once you get in, if you're new to the military, your first, I'm going to just say 18 months is a development. It's all about learning the structure, learning the routines, learning where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there, how to advance in your field or expertise. This is what the first 18 months are set up for. You're not going to be the best at anything, but what you learn first, I'm going to say you're going to learn best. So if you're in an environment that teaches you a specialty and you have great instructors to do that, then when you learn that skill or that technique or whatever, that's the best you're going to learn. And you can take that with you wherever you go. Even if the techniques of what you learn change, you got the basics of that technique down, so you'll be able to recreate that as time change. So that's what I would say to someone that wants to join and do their first years. Now, to your point that you were talking about just a minute ago, there must have been a lot of people thinking the way you just described the Navy and military personnel coming out, because this program seems to fit that mold. So when they come out of the military and they get into justice-related incidents, this program is there to say, wait a minute, maybe the reason why you're in trouble has to deal with the time that you were in the military. So what we're going to try to do is try to find that if there's a connection to why you're a larcenist or you are a repeat felon or something like that, is that somehow connected to your military service? And if it is, the VA has put a lot of money into this program to try to help veterans that are suffering from things that weren't directly diagnosed at the time that they were in, but now we can probably try to find, but see if there's a connection of why they're doing what they're doing now to their military service.
Well, now you're listening to Mr. Master Chief Tobie Bellamy a 31-year veteran from the Navy. The Navy put him out here back in this area to guide us and lead us about Navy ship. And this is WECU, 1570 on the AM dial, 107.5 on the FM dial. And there are other numbers in Winterville, New Bern, and Rocky Mount that you can pick up with as a Spanish speaker, BIS LP 106.9 on the FM if you want to hear it in Spanish, because I'm sure technology nowadays can translate for you. Now, he is a Navy person, but basic training is about the same for all of them?
No, it's physical.
It's physical.
The physicalness depends on the branch you're going to, but there are different techniques for each branch.
Each branch.
Yes, ma'am.
And so it's like a focus.
Yes, ma'am.
So they basically teach you the element of how to focus your mind and handle your body to make you do what you need to do. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. I think you're hitting on something that, again, the program is geared for veterans about, because once they had that structure, as I talked about, the first 18 months they're in, and if they stay for 4 years or better, they are used to a certain degree of guardrails that they can go in between. And maybe they didn't always follow those guardrails, but they knew they were there, and they knew they had to work with inside those guardrails. Well, the same with this program. The program has guardrails set up that they have to perform within these guardrails, or they could face prosecution, additional prosecution for the, I wouldn't say additional, that may be a bad word. What I'm saying is that if they don't complete the program in honest, they could go back in front of the judge for the crimes that they had committed prior to coming into the program. So they could get tried for those programs because they did not finish the program that we provided.
How long have you been doing this kind of work since you've been out?
This actually is the first time that I've done this type of work since I've been out. But
yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, you seem to be very disciplined in having it. So I'm thinking that you know how to adjust within your situation. Because I had to adjust from academia to government, and academia really allows you to exercise your brain and your thought and be able to create and think quickly.
Yes, ma'am.
And follow through with positive things that you don't cause the person who's listening to you to miss their mark.
Absolutely. And that you bring up a great point, because the point of this whole treatment court is non-adversarial. So being a non-adversarial person back in the military, that was kind of difficult. When someone needed disciplinary, we weren't really non-adversarial in that.
So
in that
now you use non-adversarial.
Yes, ma'am.
About 4 times just now.
Well,
Give me a common breakdown of what that is. We're talking to people who've not gone to college. We're talking to people who've been out for a long time, and we're talking to people who are only educated and don't know how to adjust.
Well, what I meant to say, or what I was trying to elaborate on now, is that
I'm gonna have some fun today.
the court system that's the treatment court. When a veteran comes in, it is all about getting them to the goal of getting better and reinstated into society. So with that in mind, you can't be heavy-handed on the correction if there's a misstep. So if there's a misstep, there will be correction, but it won't be overpowering or degrading to the member. It will be a slight adjustment to make sure that they understand that, hey, we're trying to help you get better, and so we have to put this restriction on you so to help you help yourself, so to speak. And an example of that is that if they come back with a negative urinalysis on alcohol testing or what have you, then it wouldn't be throw you out of the program or send you to PCDC for 2 days or anything. It would be, hey, we're going to give you a curfew to be back at the house at 2200, which
You're
is
going to
10
work
o'clock.
with them.
We'll work with them, right? Because it is a long process. Recovery don't happen overnight for a lot of people, so we have to understand that and understand what the penalty will be for something like
If you don't get it straight.
It's right, absolutely.
You don't straighten up and do right, Jack. You're gonna have a hard work. We're gonna work with it.
Absolutely.
So, if I said, because I've often said, because I come up with my own determination of things, because I haven't been in the military, and my son didn't go in. And I don't know whether that's good or bad, because to me, military, when you get in, you learn how to drink, you learn how to fight, and you learn how to do all these things that you have to control yourself on when you're out here. So here's what I said. But my caution to him as a male, a female bringing up a male, is that you have to always respect your leaders. And that's the person, that's me. I'm not only mother, I'm your doctor, and I'm all of those things, because after all, you are here not only because of me, but you are here because I'm doing for you.
Absolutely.
I'm spending my money that I work for you, and you're going to come up and not respect me?
Absolutely.
I don't understand that when they come out and they don't. One of the toughest thing I've heard mothers talk about and seniors talk about was this case that came up not long ago, and it came out over the news. And I said that Uncle Sam was supposed to deprogram, because when you say jump, you Master Chief. When you say jump, they aren't supposed to ask high. They aren't supposed to short, high, which way. When you say jump and you didn't give explicit directions, they jump in the way they want to. So you let them out without deprogramming them. So is your program going to help us accept the veteran, no matter what branch, how to get along, how to return to society with the respect that he had to give you as a Master Chief? You understand where I'm coming from?
I do. And that's a
Or
very good point.
is that what it is?
I believe that that's what the goal is to obtain, to get these veterans who are in our program.
Lost their way?
Right, who had lost their way, give them that direction again, so when they get out, they can be respectful and not. But everybody's not the same. What treatment plan works for one may not work for the other, and just like in college or anywhere else, you may just slide through this program, and we believe, that me as an organizer believe, that I did an outstanding job helping you get to where you are, and you're going to be a productive member of society, and next week you're back in PCDC, because that's their mentality. And we can't fix everything, but I believe that the program is geared and set up for the majority of the people to go through. It's going to be beneficial, and they're not going to recreate these crimes that they have that got them into this problem.
Now let's bring the mothers and the fathers in,
Yeah.
and that's not just necessarily your blood mother, but the mother that's over there that you don't know. And they said, "Yo, man, you shouldn't be doing that." I've been in the military. I can do what I want to do. Huh? I heard it low. You didn't say it loud, but the audience need to know how we can accept the people who are told to jump, and they must create an action of jumping. And you didn't tell them exactly which direction, what, how, what. You understand what I'm trying to get at?
I believe so, ma'am. And the program, as I got the manual and developed for Pitt County, is not all inclusive. And one of the points that I'm trying to get to is the family aspect of just what you were talking about, which is to to when we really start getting this thing rolling, to invite the families, or not families, but the person that's significant to the participant. I want that person in one of our meetings so they can see the progress or the help that participant needs. And to bring that family element in, that gives, it's emotion, right? That emotion that they feel for the person and don't want to let that person down may carry over into us helping them do better in their treatment. So I'm going to try to get to that point. We're not there yet, but I'm trying.
So how long I know we haven't been that long voted on having a program here in Pitt County. How long has this one been going on?
Well, I was hired in July. The first actual court date will be January 15th.
Okay.
And in that session is when we'll start deciding on what participants that are in our pipeline that have already been screened, but are they worthy to come to the court? So that's when that decision will be made on the 15th.
Okay. Now, when this recent situation happened, the ladies and the mothers and the parents and people became a little nervous, because we look at television, and television doesn't always show the positive way. They just show them getting out of the military without any kind of direction at all. Well, your time is up. They go home. Or some of them don't even come home, right?
That's true.
Some of them remain wherever they are when they're. Is it discharge or let go? Discharge for the military. And do you notify the parents that they may be coming, or is it just a throwback into society? Because being in the military is different.
Yes, ma'am. No, we don't notify the parents or anyone that if the treatment process is actually internal, a private issue with the participant and the treatment providers. So we do not disclose what type of treatment or anything. That's up to the participant to do. But if I get this family element in there, that family element will be privy to information that the participant wants them to know. And in return, then they will know when their end of their phases are, when they're getting ready to graduate, and that information will be public to everyone.
So what can I do? I know, the mother may not have known that he was in a court-like situation until it happened.
Right.
What can the family members, friends, and those people around the Navy SEAL are special people?
Yes.
And they are trained to do some special things.
Yes.
So what can I do to recognize that my child or my loved one need some help beforehand? Is there somehow that I can reach out to somebody before the arrest is made? I'm interested in the before attack because I according to news and the stuff I read in the paper, and I started taking Daily Reflector is not as big as it used to. They don't cover everything. But when I looked at the paper and it talked about he had been discharged and then ran in trouble with the law, and he had a bracelet on. And so here's my thing. What can I do to help my loved one? Because I see that they special and it ain't normal and they're not acting like the regular people are around. They shouldn't be. Right. But yet because he's gone for higher things and they shouldn't be acting like everybody, but they shouldn't be acting combative. Right. They shouldn't be acting whatever. They should show a little more love because they come back home and they ain't seen me in a long time.
Right, right.
They shouldn't be trying to control me. Right. They should be listening a little bit to me with respect as they did the Master Chief.
Absolutely. There are numbers that the VA has put out for anyone struggling with or if
For
you have a
somebody
loved
like
one.
me?
Well, if you
You
have
got
a
them
loved,
numbers?
if I don't have a moment because I didn't realize that question was coming.
Man, you were gonna be interviewed by me. Supposed to bring your book back.
I know.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do.
Yes.
We're gonna get that. Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna get that information, and we're gonna get that information.
Yes.
And I like for you, because I'm looking at the time clock up here, is 14 minutes before the whole show is over because we're running straight through.
Yes, ma'am.
I would like for you to come back.
Okay.
Now that you know that my brain is telling me to ask all these questions that the mothers and the fathers and the residents out here are asking, because we are saying to one another, they went in the military and they come back, they different, and you know, I'm hesitant. So we have observed some things. We need some numbers from you. We
Okay.
want you to come back if we can the next time.
No
So
problem.
you can talk about before they get to the point that they get into the court system and what you can do. And maybe you can do a little research and find out so you can hit these questions that's floating through my
certainly-
mind that I won't talk about you and say you special. Oh, does it mean your goatee is like this for something or whatever? Or you just went because your wife said you like it. Or your mama said, I hate it, or something like that. And then you know, so, well, then whoever he's close to, he's going to try to please that person. See, so you understand? So I'd like for you to come back.
Will
And I
do.
know we got 13 minutes for
Will do.
this show to end. And there are people sitting out there in the audience. Now, let me tell you what we're going to do. Because you are talking about a topic, as you can tell from my questions. I don't have anything written down.
No.
And you can tell from my questions is that I have some opinion about the military when they take our offsprings off and they go and they come back and they're not there. Social media. Okay, I got a question on social media. Read it. Okay. Y'all know I'm getting used to. When and where are your meetings for the veterans?
Okay.
Now, are you talking about a meeting before they get there? And when you type it on here, I see that. When and where are your meetings for the veterans?
Well, veterans that may be participants in our program, I normally go straight to the day the courts are in session, and I just make an announcement if there's any veterans in the audience, and if they are, they come and I go to them and I tell them what I do, and if they fit the criteria, they just meet me after they finish in court. I also have signs up at PCDC that
PCDC.
which is a Pitt County Department of Corrections.
Pitt County Department of Corrections. And what about the veterans organizations? They are veteran organizations. 'Cause I see the face for this person on the screen. Now, what about the veterans before they get in the court system? Will it help them to join the? Don't they have veterans associations?
They do.
Don't they have veteran little whatever?
VF.
Because they did invite me to some of that.
Yes, ma'am.
Once upon a time.
Yes, there are organizations in Pitt County, VFW.
Veterans of Foreign Wars.
Yes, ma'am. You also got the Veterans Committee, Pitt County Veterans Committee, and you got the American Legion.
So when you come back next time,
Yes, ma'am.
we need some way that people like me can refer or convince the person, let's go and visit this organization, and then the person in charge can help before they get to the point that you meet them at the courthouse.
Right. I will say for now, if anybody knows a veteran that may be experiencing some crisis, the Pitt County Clinic would be my very first stop for any advice or any immediate help because they're professionals and they know where to send veterans if they can't assist them.
So how do we get up with the clinic? You rattled it right off after all this talking I've done. I did. I finally got a good answer. So now you rattled it right off. Where is the clinic?
I don't know the number. I don't know the address
So
of the clinic.
when
but
you
I will
come
have
back
it. Yes,
next week,
I
so
will.
we definitely gotta have return, because I would like to see them. They've gone and they've given all they have, and they are willing to give all they have to this country for the people like us who sit back home and depend on them to take care of us through the military, who cannot take care of ourselves if the need came. So here is when you come back. I'd like to see some of that beforehand, and then hopefully society or the residents or military or wherever, people like me who, I just happen to be a county commissioner. I didn't tell you that. People like me who are elected by the folks to represent them for something. I want my representation to be a caring one, and I want my representation to help you before you get that person in the courthouse and before that man sits on that bench and have to remember that in God we have to trust.
Yes.
Trust that you're going to do your job and that I'm going to do my job. And together we're going to be a better person for doing the job for this person who we've programmed to shoot, kill, rob, do whatever we need to do for Uncle Sam.
Absolutely.
He's all our uncles.
Yeah.
And we ain't seen him. We don't even know what he looked like, but he's all our uncles. And you at 31 years of being in the military as a Navy person, you come closer to seeing him than I have. But he's my uncle. Mm. Think about that now. He's my uncle, and I got to respect him as an uncle. I don't even know what his name is. So you know where we're going. So when we come back, we got another question. Do you work with veterans while incarcerated or before they are incarcerated?
I can answer that, and yes, both. If they're incarcerated, that's why we have the signs up at the detention center to say if you're a veteran, before your court date, if they contact me, I can see about their case and see if it's meets the parameters of our Veterans Treatment Court. And before they're incarcerated, if they have a ticket or a violation of any sort, if they contact me before their court date and they're out on bail or it wasn't enough to throw them in jail or whatever the case may be, that is yes, we can do that too.
Okay. Now, the number that the audience need to call so you can get that special question to ask, 252-756-2008. On this show next week, it will be Mr. Tobie Bellamy.
Yes, ma'am.
Master Chief, retired from the Navy.
Yes.
And so I did do it right?
You did.
Well, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. And they can write their questions down and get an answer. And this is that audience of a whole that you're going to be talking to. And when you come back, you should have that pad ready so you have your questions on that pad. And number two, so you can get these telephone numbers that he will bring back to us so that we can suggest and coerce our loved ones who we feel are special or in need of some attention. Because in Pitt County, Mr. Bellamy, in the 80s, in the 70s, I think Pitt County had one of the best mental health systems in the nation, or maybe in the world, because anyone could walk to the mental health station. The one I remember was out there by on the side where the Children's Hospital is on the south side of ECU Health, and you could go to that little building and go in your tears and everything of whatever you took, and you received a mental health connotation from the person on duty, whether it was a psychologist, whether it was a sociologist, whether it was a health person. Just say, what can you tell me as to why you're crying today? And when you cry and say, my husband was discharged from the military, and he slapped me and think it's all right. So you understand what I'm saying? So you're going to bring some of those telephone numbers back.
Absolutely.
Because we need that. And when that person shows up at your door and he's wearing a band or whatever, where you come from? Or, well, I got discharged and I came from Timbuktu. I don't know if that's a place. I came from Timbuktu and I came home. Because this is where this Sam told me was my home. So I done been in the military for 31 years and I don't even recall what street I lived on. I don't even know how to find the street because the street has changed. It's something else. They have a lot of things that you throw them into when you let them go.
Yes, ma'am.
Think about it. Because they changed street. They changed the direction. They changed this. They was in the country that drive on the left-hand side of the road and we driving on the right-hand. So they have to do some adjustment that they cannot grasp. I'm being understanding here.
Yes, ma'am.
So perhaps when you go to your training and when you go to your group meeting, because in this element of electing to do, and I was elected to do something, I go to training that the county takes me to, and they guide me through so that I can get what I think I need.
Yes, ma'am.
I remember telling the lawyer, now you know what your job is. When you go, you got to make sure I don't get in trouble because I don't want to go to jail for anybody. So I stuck close so I could find and hear and ask those questions that I'm not familiar with. Because in academia, it's entirely different. Now we have 3 minutes. So the number to call, you write this down in the audience, because we all have to do our job to help our loved ones and our neighbor's loved one get in charge so that we won't have the kind of situation that we've had recently. Is that fair enough?
Yes, ma'am.
You have anything? We got 2 minutes.
I'd like to say, if you know of a veteran that is in need of, let's say that you believe that some of their traumas or whatever are caused by their time in the military, to seek some type of benefits that they may have through the VA system. And the first stop would that be is the Veteran Service Officer office, actually, Veteran Service Office, which is located at 1717 5th Street in Pitt County.
That's the Pitt County government. We have veteran staff. I know we have 3 people who deal with it. You never know, they've done some training for us. 1717 West 5th Street. And if you don't know, you can call 252-367. I don't know what the other part is. 902?
It's 902-3090.
902-3090. And you can get a staff that can help you help your loved ones in not getting into a situation that's confrontational for you and other people about you. So this is what we can do. Everybody has a job to do in this society. And we got to do it the best that we know how, in the positive way that we know how. We have to do it with integrity. We have to do it with love. We have to do it with responsibility of getting the right information. And we need to produce good information for the people. Anything else? We got 1 minute.
No, ma'am. I'm good.
This is Awesome Radio, WECU, 1570 on the AM dial, 107.5 on the FM dial. And I'm sure this station will give you all of the stations of information around here, New Bern, Rocky Mount, and Espanol. You need the information. If you want to join the military, write it down, call back, next week, and we'll have all that for you. Or you can call 252-902-3090, and veteran staff will answer you, and we'll be happy to do the best we can to serve you. It may take a little time to find out how to answer your questions, but we're going to focus on that. We've been hit with a traumatic situation in Pitt County, and I love the fact that this station is being good to you. Thank you, Awesome Radio Network, for being a great service to Pitt County, North Carolina.
Footprint Small Event and Conference Center.